Be me, 29-year-old female, work as project manager at consulting firm. Always been social person who enjoys casual workplace relationships. Recently noticed that male colleagues seem incredibly cautious around me. Not just professional, but like they're afraid of making mistakes. Every interaction feels calculated and overly formal. Men who used to joke around now speak in careful, measured tones. Assume they're just being more professional as company grows. But notice they're still relaxed and casual with each other. Something specifically changed about how they interact with women. Attend team meeting where male coworker needs to show me something on computer. Instead of leaning over to point at screen like he would with male colleague, he stands several feet away and describes location verbally. If you look at cell B7, you'll see the error in the formula. Awkward and inefficient compared to just pointing directly. When I suggest he show me, he insists on verbal directions only. Clearly avoiding any physical proximity that might seem inappropriate. Visit friend's office in different company. Notice identical behavior patterns. Male employees maintaining unusual distance from female colleagues. Conversations happen across desks rather than standing close together. Men who need to share documents use email instead of handing them over. Physical interaction minimized to almost zero contact. Ask friend if she's noticed the change in workplace dynamics. Yeah, guys seem really nervous about everything now. Like they're afraid of doing something wrong but won't say what. Describes how casual workplace friendships with male colleagues disappeared, replaced by formal, documented interactions that feel cold and distant. Attend company happy hour. Observe social dynamics outside office setting. Male colleagues still maintain careful distance and formal conversation. No casual touching, like hand on shoulder, during conversation. No friendly hugs. Goodbye that used to be normal. Men leave early rather than risk informal social interaction. Alcohol doesn't relax their cautious behavior around female coworkers. Speak with male friend from college who works at tech company. Honestly, we're all terrified of saying or doing wrong thing. Explains how harassment training made every interaction feel risky. Casual conversation could be misinterpreted as inappropriate behavior. Describes walking on eggshells constantly around female colleagues. Better to seem antisocial than face career-ending accusations. One complaint to HR and your reputation is destroyed forever. Visit brother's workplace during lunch break. Notice how he interacts differently with male versus female coworkers. Relaxed jokes and casual physical contact with men. Formal language and physical distance with women. Same person. Completely different behavioral patterns based on gender. Ask him about the stark difference in interaction styles. Learn to be extremely careful around women at work. Describes harassment training that emphasized how normal behavior could be perceived as threatening or inappropriate by female colleagues. Better safe than sorry when one accusation ends your career. Now treats female coworkers like potential legal threats. Attend networking event with mixed professional crowd. Observe how men approach conversations with women versus men. With other men, relaxed posture, casual jokes, normal social distance. With women, formal posture, careful language, excessive physical distance. Business card exchanges happen without any physical contact. Men avoid any gesture that could be misinterpreted as forward. Conversations stay strictly professional without personal elements. Speak with male entrepreneur about networking strategy changes. Much more careful about how I interact with female professionals. Casual networking behavior gets reinterpreted as romantic interest. Describes how informal relationship building became legally dangerous. Women network through personal connection, men can't risk personal connection. Professional development suffering due to interaction limitations. Visit university campus during alumni event. Notice male graduates being exceptionally careful around female classmates. Conversations happen in groups rather than one-on-one settings. Men avoid private conversations even with longtime female friends. Physical greetings limited to verbal acknowledgement rather than hugs. Social reconnection hampered by excessive caution. Speak with male alumni about change in social comfort level. College taught us that normal social interaction equals harassment. Better to seem antisocial than face Title IX investigation. Describes how campus policies made male students afraid of casual interaction. Social skills never developed properly due to legal paranoia. Professional relationships stunted by undergraduate training. Attend wedding, where male guests demonstrate careful behavior. Men avoid dancing with women they don't know well. Casual conversation limited to safe topics like weather and sports. Physical interaction minimized even in celebratory environment. Wedding photographer has to encourage male guests to relax for photos. Social celebration contaminated by interaction anxiety. Speak with male wedding guest about reserved behavior. Never know who might take casual interaction wrong way. Wedding environments don't protect you from harassment accusations. Describes how social media makes every interaction potential evidence. Better to seem unfriendly than risk viral controversy. Celebration culture destroyed by litigation. Paranoia. Visit friend's medical office during busy afternoon. Notice how male doctors interact with female staff and patients. Always have witnesses present during female patient interactions. Conversations documented and formal rather than friendly. Physical examinations require chaperones even for routine procedures. Medical care impacted by legal protection requirements. Speak with male physician about practice changes. Harassment allegations destroy medical careers instantly. Careful documentation and witnesses protect against false claims. Describes how medical relationships became legalistic rather than healing. Doctor-patient trust eroded by liability concerns. Female patients receiving different care due to male physician fears. Attend fitness center. Observe trainer-client interactions. Male trainers avoid physical contact during instruction. Verbal directions rather than hands-on form correction. Female trainers freely adjust client positioning and provide contact guidance. Service quality differs based on trainer gender due to liability concerns. Speak with male personal trainer about instruction limitations. Physical contact essential for proper training, but legally dangerous. Harassment complaints end careers regardless of innocent intentions. Describes how fitness instruction became ineffective. Clients not receiving proper guidance due to trainer protection needs. Professional service compromised by accusation fears. Visit friend's law firm during client consultation. Male lawyers avoid private meetings with female clients. Always have paralegal or secretary present as witness. Consultations documented more extensively than with male clients. Legal advice delivery impacted by gender-specific protocols. Speak with male attorney about practice modifications. False harassment allegations common in legal profession. Private consultation creates he said, she said scenarios. Describes how legal services became less personalized. Client relationships suffer when lawyers can't build trust. Professional effectiveness reduced by protection requirements. Attend corporate conference about professional development. Observe how male speakers interact with female audience members. Questions answered from podium rather than approaching individual women. Networking breaks show clear gender segregation patterns. Business card exchanges happen through intermediaries. Professional growth opportunities limited by interaction restrictions. Speak with male conference speaker about audience engagement. Avoid one-on-one interaction with female professionals. Mentorship conversations could be misinterpreted as romantic interest. Describes how professional development became gender segregated. Women missing mentorship opportunities due to male caution. Industry advancement hindered by interaction limitations. Visit friend's startup during product launch celebration. Male employees celebrate differently with female versus male colleagues. High fives and shoulder pats for men. Verbal congratulations for women. Physical celebrations expressions filtered through gender considerations. Workplace culture impacted by contact avoidance policies. Speak with male startup founder about team dynamics. Harassment policies make casual workplace interaction dangerous. Startup culture requires trust and camaraderie we can't risk with women. Describes how innovation culture became segregated. Team building impossible when half the team is untouchable. Creativity and collaboration suffer from interaction restrictions. Attend friend's art gallery, opening featuring local artists. Male art enthusiasts avoid approaching female artists directly. Compliments delivered through gallery owner or male companions. Artistic appreciation filtered through gender-safe intermediaries. Cultural engagement impacted by interaction fears. Speak with male art collector about appreciation patterns. Direct praise of female artists gets misinterpreted as romantic interest. Safer to appreciate work without interacting with creator. Describes how cultural support became gender-specific. Female artists missing direct feedback and networking opportunities. Artistic communities segregated by interaction anxieties. Visit friend's restaurant during busy dinner service. Male servers avoid casual interaction with female customers. Service remains professional but lacks warmth and personality. Female servers maintain normal social interaction with all customers. Customer experience differs based on server gender. Speak with male restaurant manager about service standards. Casual conversation with female customers creates liability. Harassment complaints destroy restaurant reputations instantly. Describes how hospitality became cold and transactional. Customer relationships suffer when staff can't be personable. Service industry impacted by interaction restrictions. Attend community theater production with mixed cast. Male actors avoid informal interaction with female cast members. Socializing segregated by gender during rehearsals and after parties. Artistic collaboration limited by interaction protocols. Creative process impacted by social restrictions. Speak with male theater director about production dynamics. Intimate artistic work requires trust. We can't risk building. Harassment allegations destroy theater careers and reputations. Describes how creative collaboration became legally dangerous. Artistic expression limited when actors can't connect personally. Cultural production suffering from relationship restrictions. Visit friend's technology company during team building event. Observe how male employees participate in group activities. Avoid partnering with women for trust exercises or collaborative tasks. Team building exercises redesigned to minimize cross-gender interaction. Corporate culture development limited by gender considerations. Speak with male tech, lead about team dynamics. Trust building impossible when interaction could be misinterpreted. Team building requires vulnerability. We can't risk with female colleagues. Describes how workplace relationships became surface level. Innovation and collaboration suffer without genuine connection. Technology development impacted by social limitations. Attend university lecture series about professional communication. Male professors avoid individual mentorship with female students. Office hours conducted with doors open and witnesses present. Academic guidance limited by liability protection requirements. Educational development impacted by interaction restrictions. Speak with male professor about mentoring limitations. Private mentorship creates harassment allegation opportunities. Academic careers destroyed by false accusations from students. Describes how educational relationships became transactional. Female students missing personalized guidance essential for development. Academic excellence compromised by protection protocols. Visit friend's accounting firm during tax season preparation. Male accountants avoid private consultation with female clients. Financial advice delivery impacted by witness requirements. Professional service quality differs based on client gender. Business relationships limited by interaction protocols. Speak with male accountant about client service modifications. Harassment allegations destroy professional licenses instantly. Private financial discussions create he said, she said scenarios. Describes how professional services became impersonal. Client trust building impossible with constant witness requirements. Financial guidance suffering from relationship limitations. Attend friends' engineering conference about industry developments. Male engineers avoid casual conversation with female colleagues. Networking opportunities limited by interaction anxieties. Professional development segregated by gender considerations. Industry advancement impacted by social restrictions. Speak with male engineer about networking limitations. Casual professional relationship building too risky with women. Harassment complaints and engineering careers permanently. Describes how professional growth became gender-specific. Female engineers missing informal mentorship and collaboration. Technical innovation suffering from communication barriers. 6 months of observation reveals systematic behavioral pattern. Men became extremely careful due to legitimate legal and professional risks. Not natural social evolution, but response to hostile environment. Harassment policies created atmosphere where normal interaction is dangerous. Rational men adapted by minimizing female contact and interaction. Professional relationships suffer when one gender treated as liability. Women missing informal networking and mentorship opportunities. Workplace culture became cold and transactional rather than collaborative. Social trust eroded by legal framework, treating men as potential predators. Start examining my own reactions to male colleague interactions. Realize I sometimes interpret normal behavior as potentially inappropriate. Casual conversation viewed with suspicion rather than appreciation. Friendly gestures analyzed for ulterior motives rather than accepted naturally. Contribute to problem by viewing male interaction through harassment lens. Men sensing female suspicion and adapting behavior accordingly. Now understand why workplace relationships became so formal. Men learned that being careful protects careers, while being natural destroys them. Harassment training taught men to view women as potential accusers. Rational response is eliminating risk through behavioral modification. Women created an environment where male interaction became professionally dangerous. Then wonder why men seem distant and antisocial. Learn that male caution reflects systematic changes in legal and social environment. Where normal human interaction between genders became career-threatening, men adapted to protect themselves rather than risk destruction. Women lost informal support and relationship building through activism intended to protect them. Careful behavior isn't natural, male coldness, but learned survival strategy. System designed to prevent harassment instead prevented normal professional relationships. Both genders suffer when workplace interaction becomes legalized and risk managed, rather than based on trust, respect, and genuine human connection.